That has been like the most stressful thing I think that's ever happened in my life. Okay, so first let me show you what I'm wearing, okay? Because we're always gonna be like, what is she wearing, right? Okay, I'm wearing. See, I don't have, again, my glasses on. You see the space boots? These are astronaut boots that real astronauts wear. Like, could it be in the Space Force? Like, who else like would wear these kind of boots? But like, I've got my stripy pants that Casey Wicks gave me. They're like my favorite yoga pants, but they're I don't know if you can see. Um, hold on. I've got my robe on, like my really furry one that I got from really furry one that I gave to my grandma or my grandma, my nana, and it was too like long for her because she was like shorter than me, so she gave it back to me. And I've got my Champion purple sweatshirt on that Chris Mattinson, a friend of a friend's, gave to me. So, all right, that's what I'm wearing right now. And my friend that finally, after I like had a conversation saying like, I do not particularly like your parents. I don't think that they do a very good like job like listening or respecting you. And that is the issue. So right now I still have the remote control. It is Legend of Zelda from the 80s, from the Super Mario Brothers show. Run Water Run. It was about 4 times I played it. But yeah, so I'm in control today. Legend of Zelda. Until I maybe play Skylanders Academy, which is another great one. All right, well, I am so, I'm starting to not shake anymore. Do you remember the story about the potato, about my dad and the potato? I'll tell the story again. This is a really long time ago. Oh my God. Oh, here, look at this. This is what I have by my sink too. Every time I look at these, I like think of stuff. The story of the potato is like when I was younger, I was chubby a little bit, and I went on this diet that was kind of popular like in the 90s. That was like the banana skim milk diet. I don't know if anybody remembers that. It's like, oh, you have like a glass of skim milk, and I know, like, I dieted as a kid. I also had this thing, like, when I was younger, and I think about it, like, when I went in the pantry, and I know, like, I'm just gonna talk about some of this stuff, and I was probably like 15 or 16 years old because I was dieting because I was really overweight. Back then, I would go in the, I want to cry, I'd go in the pantry, and I would only let myself, like, during the day, like, eat, like, a little cup of rice and like a few vegetables and like a little piece of chicken, because even though I was a vegetarian, I like ate a little bit of chicken still. And I'd come in the pantry like almost every single night, and like I had like dry cereal in here, so I'd like hide in the pantry and like I'd nibble like a third of a cup of cereal, like hiding in the pantry when I was like 15 years old, because like I don't know why I did that. But the story of the potato is like I was doing this diet when I was like, I don't know, 14 or 15 years old. And the diet's like you have a glass of skim milk, and then 2 hours later you have a banana, and you do that all throughout, then you drink water. Like, so I'm not advising you to do this diet. Please, like, honestly, like, it was just something that I tried. Did I lose like 5 or 10 pounds? Yeah, I did. But like at the end of the week or whatever, you get a potato. So I went to the store and I found the biggest potato that they had because I was really hungry. And look at me blush. I'm blushing because I'm angry. I'm like really angry right now, you guys. I'm so, so angry. Like you can just tell that I'm angry, can't you? Look at my cheeks. I am so mad. Yes, he has to leave. I gave him a hamper because like when the boys come and stay, like my friend Nick had a hamper, like my friend Jeremy, Paul, they had a hamper. When the boys come stay, I let them have a hamper, like a laundry hamper. So he got to clean all of his clothes. He was sick. He's like, oh, ow, my head. So I got him some Sudafed with my own money. Anyway, he has a hamper, and I said, like, listen, like Valentine's Day is coming up. Like, I might have some plans. I'm like, you have a hamper. I'm like, you have to leave. Like, I'm like, you really have to leave. Like, because he like knows I'm like, so look at me. This is like not laughing. This is like Laura Harmon being so pissed off. Do you understand? Do you understand? Oh my God. So I'm like, here's a, look at my face, you guys. I'm so angry. I'm like, here's a hamper for you. Like, take your clothes. And I gave him a couple boxes of cereal and stuff. And he's like, I don't need food. I have food stamps. He wasn't really snotty about it because I was like, what do I have to do to earn your respect? Like, honestly. And I'm like, please take the cereal. I'm like, seriously. I'll get back to the potato. But, like, take the hamper with you. I'm like, I am so angry right now. I'm like, that was so unnecessary. And he did say he was sorry. And he said, oh, I forgot. I said, listen, there's no way that you could forget. Like, when I wrote, like, in big, huge letters all over the thing, I'm like, your parents, like, were not there for you. Like, he was being, like, hurt, like, by, like, someone that wasn't in his family, like a step parent or whatever. And I'm like, I said, you were not respected as a child. Nobody was there to keep you safe when you were a child. You had a parent stand by their partner when you were being hurt. You had another parent just not be there. One of his parents came to get him the other day because he was sober for like quite a while, like a few days, right? And he was a completely different person. That is what I am trying to do here. That is what we are trying to do here. And the police in this town know that this house is a we are sober house. There are mats here. There's nutritious food here. There's always laundry soap here. There's always food here. I mean, I think I said the food thing. Protein shakes was a big one. I'm going to share a picture after this. Okay, one of his parents was supposed to come pick him up. His particular parent does not, if my parents, and this has happened, like where I got drunk driving and stuff, they came, got me, and I said, Mom and Dad, like, you don't have to pay this fine. Like, just let me sit in jail for a couple days. Like, I don't care. I'm not afraid of jail. Like, don't come get me. I'm fine. Like, they had to pay a big, huge fine. They came and got me anyway. I have a snotty nose. What I'm trying to say is, even if he's not sober, no matter where he is, like, if you call your parent and you say, like, please come and get me, like, your parent should come and get you, even if you are high, even if you're in, like, a neighborhood that's not great, even if you're in another town, your parent or parents should come and get you. This particular parent did not pull up in front of my house because he did not want to be seen with his child, or he did not know if my house was a drug house. That is a problem, but he did come and get him to spend time with his family. I don't know why I'm telling you this. There are so many people in my life that I've known, and mostly men, I think they're all men, that have been abusive to me, and I did not grow up in an abusive household. I did not like have like a, my parents had like maybe one or two like fights their whole life. They never fought with each other. They were like this egalitarian, like perfect couple that like seriously, like there was just respect on both sides, and like nobody, there was no like hierarchy. Like that is why I'm like such a balanced human being. That's why like the masculine part and the feminine part, like my mom, it's just like they were so well balanced except for like the drinking. And that still, it was a variable that didn't need to be there, but it did not destroy my family. And I'm not using that as an example like, oh, you can still drink and like have like a loving family. No, it is a variable that does not need to be there, and my parents could still be here, but alcohol killed them. It destroyed their bodies. It's not okay. My dad would never scream at a woman. He would never raise a hand, not even raise a hand to a woman or a guy even, I don't think. Like I always said, like, nobody would ever, oh, look at me, I'm still like angry. Oh my God, do you see me? Oh my God, I have never been this angry over a toilet seat. I'm like, do you want to be the master of a toilet seat now? You know, like, apparently, you know, like, oh, it was such a stupid, stupid thing. And I did like the funniest things too. I'm like, have you ever been like, I call it like, have you ever been like indeeded by a Harmon? Like, this is how Harmons like indeed people. Like, fucking, like, I put a picture like on a toilet seat, like right all over, like put stickers all over it. Try to get you to understand, like, without like being like this. Oh, it's 12 minutes. The potato. All right. Anyway, like at the end of this diet, you get like this big, huge potato, and like I was looking forward for like a whole like 2 weeks or something for this potato, and like somewhere like a few days before I got to eat the potato, my dad's like looking at the potato and he's like, oh, he's like, Laura Lee, I'm eyeing that potato. He's like, that looks like a real good potato. I think I'm gonna eat that potato. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're not gonna eat my potato. Don't eat my potato. Is this funny to you? It better be funny to you. Something about throwing hands, like my dad would never throw hands, just like the thing that I thought about, like when it has like being punched in the face, like Jimmy Carter has never been punched in the face, right? That's why it's because like Jimmy Carter passed away, President Carter. I'm like, who would like, he's probably stopped a few fights, you know? Like, who would throw hands at Jimmy Carter? Do you think that he made it through his entire life without one person punching him in the face? I believe that he might have. I love Jimmy Carter, so. On that note, I have a potato baking in here. It's not even close to the size of the potato that I had like when I was doing that diet, talking about eating in the closet when you're little and restricting your diet and waiting for this potato, understanding how to wait, you know. Okay, I'm starting to calm down. I'm still like a little, here's a potato that's not even close to the size of the potato. Here, you see the potato? Can you see the potato now? There it is. Have you ever been indeeded by a Harmon? That was like the funny. It's not funny though. Like I'm so like I'm still like he's in there like watching those cartoons. And I don't want to be in there. And also, if you're indeeded by a Harmon, right? It usually involves weed, like sneaking weed into stuff. For my friends that are on crystal meth, making, like I don't smoke weed anymore. I don't like weed. I don't like the way weed makes me feel. Making herbal cigarettes, where I put like tobacco and like catnip that I grew, right? This is how I do it. This is how a Harmon does it. And he, I think the meth that he had fentanyl in it. So weed would be like really helpful. I had stopped at that time, like, but I had done it before, like a few months prior, like, and there was a little fentanyl in it, I could definitely tell. So I made a herbal cigarette with a little bit of clove, a little bit of catnip, some tobacco, and I put like the tiny. I had really strong weed. I happened to have like a little itty bitty bit of weed, the tiniest amount of weed. I made him like 5 herbal cigarettes, and like not even a one hitter of weed, and he smoked them all, but he hates weed. So indeed, I fucking like snuck some weed into his body, and he never said anything about it. I'm like, oh, these herbal cigarettes are legal, in Illinois. Indeed, right? So I'm gonna try to get through my day now. All right, peace.